you're just like, you just can't believe.
Okay.
You can't believe, like, let alone, like, either one.
Yeah.
A demon or a vampire, and somehow this hybrid amalgamation of both, it's like a double.
Yeah.
Profaning your lineage, like, twice over.
Well, I need to meet them. I need to meet with one of the two. Either, I mean, we gotta go back. We gotta finish her off.
Oh. Wait, do we know?
Do you guys know my last name?
Do we know?
You don't know yet. No, you're not yet.
We don't know his turmoil, his inner turmoil.
I think you've been practicing shooting some fish. And
right.
He's been throwing. He's caught more than he needs.
Yeah.
And so he's been throwing some, and you've been.
So we don't
over the pole. Yeah, you've been
shooting trout.
So we don't know his inner turmoil and
not right
why
now.
he thinks he's randomly related to these. Okay. Cool.
Pretty sure we need to go back there and break whatever curse that might be on us.
Great.
I honestly just feel like we need to, close this
I'm
chapter.
in if you're in, but I'm not in if you're not in.
Normally I'd say no, but I've also been bitten, so.
Yeah, we've got.
Like if you guys say no,
normally I'd defy
you guys say
orders.
no. It's like the next session. It's like, hey, just Ben.
Yeah.
Just come on, just come. Then we'll see if your character lives or not.
We come the next day.
Yeah, you guys come.
You come on Saturday. Yeah. We'll come on Sunday. And we start a new.
We got two different campaigns going.
It's the same storyline, but yeah, you're.
No, we'll come too, but we'll
just
just like
storylines will be very short.
Yeah, we're heading out.
Only have to run one more mission for Ben.
Do they know my last name or?
Have you told them?
No, we're not that close. I know that I don't know it.
No.
I know that I don't know it. Sandy's not.
And I'm also not going to mention
you,
anything about Lysorian at all. So if I do go up and say my name, then they'll be like, nah.
It's on like the back of your shield, like in the in the very small corner.
Yeah, my small clothes.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But nothing else.
Alright, fine. Dangle's in, so I'm in.
All right, let's go, gentlemen. We've
But just know that Sandy is, for the sake of storyline, Sandy is like, Sandy's not compelled to go back out.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
I feel like we missed something. That's all.
He didn't have a blast. He didn't have a blast the first time.
Yeah.
It was so.
I think
you were fine.
I think it's.
They both look at you like just. Are you effing kidding me?
I think
everything ended up fine for you.
But that's all part of this. Why would Sandy go back out there and risk getting bit?
Yeah, he's good.
You guys have something you need to go discover, prove, whatever. I'm like, I'll tag along.
Thanks,
maybe he'll use his attack bonus.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, maybe now that you figured out that scope on your...
It's up to you if you want to use it or not.
You never know about Sandy. You just don't.
I mean, you got to break in that weapon, right? I mean, you gotta figure it out.
I did tune it.
I also loved, like, I'll just say, I was listening to it as I was painting last time. It seemed like, I'm curious, like, as an out-of-game thing, like, or if this was Sandy or if this was you, but there were times when it was, like wild things about, like combat prowess or, like, go for the throat, kind of like, ugh, and he was like, I'm a bard. That's what I... It's like, is that Sandy's concept of a bard, or is it like, what does he think like a bard is?
Well,
like, what is he in his own mind? How does he see himself?
Right, bard life.
Because that's not conventionally what a bard is known for. And I just thought it was really funny.
It's fair. So,
but does he think he's so badass, but he's not?
Well, no. Understand two things about Sandy. One is Sandy was always picked last, right?
Yes.
As far as like Bard Dodgeball.
Well, listen, Bard College. He was in Bard College.
Right, Bard University.
Yeah.
Things like, but Bards are also like performers, so it was like, hey, never the main act. Never the main act. And never the opening act, just somewhere in the middle. Yeah. Right? But
the Bard recitals, he was always
the Bard recital. But but as Sandy has grown, Sandy is a lot more passive aggressive, has a lot of inner, inner strife and turmoil and recklessness and like aggression but for as much as everybody their entire lives have underestimated Sandy, Sandy has always used that to his advantage.
Yeah, he's
and
learned
that's to be known.
Turn it. He's learned to turn it on
It's
his
to
own.
be known that Sandy it doesn't mind manipulation.
Nice.
But it's like so if you but even though Sandy was like there is I do feel that that Sandy has strategic I don't know like
he's got
prowess.
a tactical mind.
He has a tactical mind. He has strategic prowess, even though he's not the muscle.
Yeah.
But but I do feel that Sandy is that. I don't know.
Yeah, cool. I love it.
I don't know. I do
like
think
it.
that
I
it's
like
there.
it a lot. I wasn't sure. And listening to it, I was like, it was like a few different things that I was like, well, his concept of bard is like everything. Like it was like everything they were doing. And you're like, well, I'm a bard. And it was like, oh, we're gonna go fight. Like just get up in their faces. Like, well, I'm a bard. It was like, well, we gotta go cook. We gotta go make food. He's like, well, I'm a bard. Like I know how to do it. It was like, oh shit, we gotta figure out how to make our own clothes. It's like, well, I'm a bard. I do bard things. It was like every single thing was like, I'm a bard. And I was like, what the hell? Sandy just like had this unerring confidence that he thinks anything is like a bard thing. Like he thinks he should be good at like everything.
Well, I think the other thing too is Sandy.
Like,
I mean this sincerely. Like
Yeah.
I think with Sandy, like he always has something to prove.
Yeah.
But like his way of doing that is to like cover up his weaknesses.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
I'm not. Sandy's gonna have a hard time admitting that he's wrong.
That he
or
forgot
that
to use his attack bonus.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Sandy's probably gonna struggle. Like in that regard.
That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe a little hard to train.
Yeah. But I mean, I do still kind of like owe my allegiance or my loyalties or whatever to you. Like,
Yep.
and I literally like if you would have told him to go out by himself, I wasn't going with him.
Yeah, you're not going. You're going because Daniel. I love this dysfunctional chain. I love it. I really love it.
But I mean, Sandy's here. Sandy's on board reluctantly. Like you guys probably for day one or Sandy's probably complaining.
Yeah.
I feel that way.
Yeah, but deep down, he thinks that they need him. Does he know? It's like
Sandy does know that he's needed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So yeah,
We're
cool.
going back
So
to the
that's
same
kind of the
place.
day's events. Well, you're kind of back again. You kind of meet up again in the evening.
Okay.
And as you're kind of talking, over the fire, Derrick wasn't there when you were, going over the things with Wadsworth. And he's, it's really you're really not like his squad, but he's kind of talking to you like captain to captain. You're kind of, two squads sharing the same house right now, right? And he kind of starts talking to you about like the groups. Some of them he knew, the groups that are up, that are cut off, and he's like, they've been cut off for like how long now? And he, kind of starts talking to you about like kicking around ideas of like rescue missions of how to get in, to that northern forest and, figure out if they, save who, because if they're cut off, they're pinched against like the frozen coast up the north of this continent. The odds are not good for them, and he kind of expresses to you how he doesn't feel comfortable like leaving comrades, in more and more dire situations. Like you're kind of in like this fall going into winter, it's gonna be worse, for them. Not necessarily immediately, but it's the biggest concern that he has. It's kind of like as you're talking, it seems to be kind of the agenda that he's bringing up and kind of, pushing to you. He's not really like he can tell you your biz, and he kind of knows that. He's not trying to order you around. He kind of, he's trying to like show respect to you as a fellow captain. But that's kind of what he is bringing up and kind of asking, your ideas on, what you think about that. Is there anything you kind of talk about with him if he's bringing up that topic with you?
Well, here's the thing that we found out with Wadsworth is there's this lineage of vampires, one of which we encountered, which you already know. We told you about this, and they're the center of this, and we know where one was. in order to track our prey, we have to go back to where the tracks began. And that's the best way to track down, and find a way to be led to the rest of this lineage to eradicate it, cut off the head of the snake, and try to destroy this movement of evil in our continent here.
And so everybody's kind of talking.
Yeah.
And he kind of leans into you, so it's not like you're talking in front of everybody.
Yeah.
But he kind of like leans over to you and he's like, I love Wadsworth. He's a great wizard. Like this is a good team. We've been able to do a lot. He's like, I know you weren't, here before, but since before you came, he's like, I feel good about my crew. He says, but he says, Wadsworth, he says, sometimes he kind of thinks he knows more than he does. I don't know. It's
Okay.
just, he says, don't let him, sometimes he's a little hyperbolic, right? So
Sure.
just don't let him hype you up too much. He says, this is something where I know we can make a difference for other people. He says, certainly, he's certainly you can something to look into. He says, but he's like, I love him, but he's an old wizard, and he's probably not on his A game. I don't want that to come off the wrong way. Do you get what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, he's so old that he can't do his job anymore. That's fine. Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe a little. He's like, shh, shh, shh.
No, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, Wadsworth over here. He's great, but okay.
You kind of like say his name loud enough for him to like listen in, so that he doesn't.
Yeah.
So he stops talking crap about all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he'll kind of what? Oh, like.
Yeah. You like him, right? Yeah, he's a good guy. All right. Oh,
He
well.
sucks.
All right. Well, with that in mind, we are here to help other people, not just ourselves.
He says, think about it. I'm just saying. And while you guys are talking, Wadsworth leans over to you and he says, my little friend, I have something for you.
I don't want it.
Well, he's opened up his hand and there's a ring in it. And he's, well,
This is a fucking hobbit crack?
the short person has to take the ring. The short person has to carry the ring, huh?
Just because I'm stealthy.
Just because I'm stealthy and small, huh? Oh,
I don't need your ring to turn invisible, old man.
Yeah, you burn. I don't need your ring, I mean. He says, no. He says, I thought this might help you in your adventures. It's a ring of spell storing. If you would like some of my spells,
All of them.
I could store some in you to help you prepare for your adventures.
It's a really weird way to phrase that, but okay.
Take it, yes. So you can put, I think it's a ring of spell storing, and so one of your activities tonight, we'll look through some wizard spells, and it can handle 5 levels of spells. That could be 5 first level spells. It could be a 3 and a 2. It could be whatever adds up to be 5 levels worth. So there's a few that he's going to kind of help load up there for you, and he looks over and he says, I've been working on something for the rest of you. And he hands you all these, there's 3 of them. There are 3 amulets. It's just a simple like twine something, but the amulet is a little, like a teardrop of glass with smoke swirling around it. And he explains to you that they're all bound together, and they will kind of essentially, if you're in trouble, like in combat, all you need to do is just break this thing against your chest, and all 3 of them will go off, and like smoke, like essentially cover. They will kind of help you if you are in a tight situation. He says it's not the most amazing thing I've ever created. He says, but it will serve you much better than us.
If you break one, they all break?
They all break, yeah.
Ah, okay.
So it's a team smoke grenade, camouflage, like centered on yourself to help you, get away or, whatever if there's a problem. Bonus action to crush it if you need to for whatever reasons, yeah.
I'm going to start stocking up on garlic, just eating garlic, a lot of it.
And he says, one other thing he hands you is a potion. This is a thing that this is a not in the book thing, I'm just making up, trying to see if I like it or not. It's like essentially a magic potion or a mana potion or something. So out of combat, you can kind of focus on its power a little more. And if you take it out of combat, you get the full D4. You can regain whatever that many spell slots. And you can combine it however you want. If you get a 3, you could restore 1 to 3 or 3 1s, whatever.
If I use it in combat.
If you use it in combat, it's halved.
Okay.
So 1 and a 2 is 1, and a 3 and a 4 is 2. You make a D4 a D2.
Okay.
But out of combat, you can get the D4 the full. You can get the full. You can kind of focus on it to channel the power a little better. It's like it's harder to pull it off in combat. But if you needed to, you could in combat. But it's a little kind of recharge for you. He gives you that. And there's 2. Let me make sure I got these right for you. Okay, there's that one. 2 of these are the same, and one of them is a little beefier. Okay, so Wadsworth hands these 2 to you. These 2 are both superior healing potions, and there's numbers on the back. And this one is a supreme healing, the MAC.
All right.
Maximum one.
Nice.
He says, you looked a little rough last time. I think you might need those.
Thanks, brother.
Cool.
All right.
Got magic swag.
So, change of plans.
Sorry. Talia comes up to you, and she's got what armor were you using?
Studded leather.
What is that with your
It
AC?
says light armor over here, and then it says studded leather over here.
Cool. Okay.
What do you want to know? My AC is 15.
Cool.
And
What's
none of them gave a bonus to it.
Yeah. What's your dex?
3. Plus 3, you mean?
Yeah. Cool. Let me look up. She's tried to make something a little nicer for you.
That's good.
I'm thinking, I just want, a armor-plated neck ring that comes down just
You want a neck
kind
ring?
of like a dicky,
But
just
like a goalie, like
so
a
I
goalie.
can't get bit.
The goalie mask, the goalie mask, the hockey goalies.
I just need it right in the ear.
Yeah, awesome. That's sweet.
I'm just kidding.
That's what it is, and she makes you. So did you talk to her about this before? Is that what you were?
No.
Okay.
That was a joke. So I don't get bit by.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't have known that before our quest. Is
I
my
think
point.
she makes you. She helps make it a little better. You've got +1 studded leather now.
All right, plus 1. Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
With wearing leather armor, the studded leather's the best of that you can get.
Yeah.
So she just kind of helps make that a little bit better.
And that does what?
It bumps your AC one.
By 1?
Yep.
So I can put 16 up here?
Yep.
Why does she treat him so good? I just get the same old armor back.
Bard life.
You're right.
Do you have studded leather?
I think it's just regular leather.
Okay, she's got a normal pair of studded
She's
leather
probably gonna need to get her
So you
forge
get,
up
that's
and running
12 plus your dex.
You're right.
to benefit you. Honestly,
You're right.
honestly.
Regular leather armor.
She probably can't just whip something together because you got good stuff.
Yeah.
She hammers a gold star onto the.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Dude, it's for sure bronze.
Yeah. So
Copper.
I don't know, I always get
Who
the hot
cares?
chicks.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
All right.
You said it's 12 plus dex?
Damn Bard always taking all the
Does
hotties.
that help?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Sandy's nervous though.
I have a
Sandy's
plus one
nervous
AC
around women.
ring that I
Oh yeah.
That's his.
Oh,
that's
nice.
like his
I forgot
freaking.
about that. Yeah, perfect.
He's so nervous.
Cool.
No, but like in order for her to make something
for
sweet
his
for you,
spells.
Yeah,
Wizard
it'll
spells.
come.
runes and all
It'll
kinds
come.
of.
Oh,
yeah,
he's,
yeah. It takes some work.
Let's go. This is something like let's sort out together. I gotta think about this. I think he is a 5th level wizard. Well, wait. What are you guys? You guys are 8th level, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are the heroes. He's not
Yeah,
gonna be
we're
as good
8.
as you. So let's say he's a 5th level. Is there? I think one of them that he wants to load up is a shield spell.
That's a good idea.
Reaction, it buffs your AC by 5 to try to knock away an attack. And that's just a 1st level. Do you want a couple of those or just one or?
I'll take 2 of them.
Cool.
It's 5th level.
If you take those 2, those are 2 1st level spells. He'll kind of saddle up beside you and he says, "How about a fireball spell, my little friend?"
Exactly what I was thinking.
Sweet.
Look at you two getting along. Huh?
Talking like you're 40 years younger.
He's got his uses.
Imagine me and you. No matter how they roll the dice.
Good to see you coming around.
Oh,
Hey,
that's awesome.
did you put your Link? Did you put Zelda together?
No, I've been working on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I also got a mini who's Geralt from The Witcher.
Oh, nice.
And I'm really looking forward to painting that one up. That's kind of cool.
Nice.
So I need do you want to play Link when when I get him painted up?
Yeah, or like if you get like a Dragon Ball Z character or something like. I'm just kidding. No,
That's
I'm
awesome.
just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, actually what I thought about was like, oh yeah, I was like, I've got Link for Jake, I've got Geralt for. It would be kind of a comparable looking character. I was like, I need to think of another really cool one to get to be Dangle. I don't know.
This chick looks like a ninja.
Yeah, she might be a monk. Yeah, she's a monk.
Ninja skills.
She's essentially a ninja. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Alright, so change of plans, guys. We're not going back to where we were. We are going to help out the people to the north. It's a cold environment. It's not going to be fun, but...
Sounds way better. I'm for sure in.
You're for sure in.
I'm for sure in.
Yeah.
Are they
Great.
going to fix our vampirism?
We're
I'm gonna let you feel this.
we're going to try
I'll
to...
let you feel this one.
Thanks.
This is your
Thank
area
you.
of expertise,
Yeah.
Captain.
We're going to hope that we run into them. In a way. We're going to be hoping that we run into somebody that can lead us in the right direction.
Cool.
I have a feeling that the one vampire that we did encounter won't be coming back to that place. Likely she probably has lost some authority having been defeated in that spot, and so why go back to that place?
One other thing that kind of comes up at around the fire here as well, you guys are kind of eating, winding down for the evening, is both Tahlia and Wadsworth, as you're kind of talking to them about these crazy weapons and these basins of blood, and whatever magic that these demons are using and channeling, they kind of start talking amongst each other, both being like the blacksmith and the wizard, kind of like, hey, like, you guys gotta get your hands on some of these so we can experiment with them. Like, what if we can start turning the demons' weapons against them, or study them? Let's help really turn the tide on this thing. They start kicking around this ideas, and they're talking to each other, kind of getting like a little bit excited about it.
Yeah.
But as they are, Derrick, the captain, is kind of like, it sounds like they've kind of had this talk before, and he kind of shouts it down pretty quick.
Sternly, yeah.
About essentially his thing is like, what do you guys think we're gonna? You guys think we're gonna march up to their gates and hold one of their cities in siege? He's like, we are we are it's like guerrilla tactics. Like we cannot fight that way. Don't be silly. You're wasting resources. We need to strike from the shadows. We need to be efficient. We don't need to waste our time doing this kind of thing. So he kind of shuts them up pretty quickly. But that's the last thing that kind of comes up as you guys are talking.
I give Wadsworth a little bit of a nudge. I'm like, what can you get me to carry one of those things without my life getting sucked out? One of those weapons.
So let's say maybe like you talked to him about that before a little bit when you were hanging out with the scrolls with him about that.
Sure, yeah.
And so he'll kind of, he kind of just he hears you, but he kind of lets everything talk, and then he'll kind of under his breath, like little Larry, like come see me later tonight.
This isn't a weird thing, right?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
For sure, weird.
It's gonna draw more pictures of you.
Finish drawing that picture.
This isn't a transaction, by the way. This is you giving me something.
No, I know.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Phrasing. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Let me take a little break.
All right.
Cool. So it's so funny this morning, like the dude, I rolled through Starbucks, and I was on my way to my grandparents, but the dude was like, he's like, waiting for my drink. He sticks head out the drive-thru and he's like, oh man, he asked everybody this, right? He's like, got any big plans today? I was like, yeah man, I was like, I'm about to go do an 8-hour campaign of Dungeons and Dragons. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah man, that's why I need my Starbucks, so I can like, go do. He's like, yeah, that's awesome. He was just like, have a good day. he was totally out of it.
Did it look like he didn't know? Like,
No, it looked like. Well, no,
was there a look
questioned,
of like yearning, like he wanted to go with you?
Yes. He questioned if I was serious or just pulling his chain. I told him that I was serious, and then his expression just changed to like, like what am I doing here? It was so awesome. But he asked.
Oh,
so
you son of a bitch.
I told him.
Yeah. In the night, Wadsworth gives you, he finds like it's not a magical thing, but he just has a burlap sack. He's like, I don't know, just get your hands on one of them. He says when you touch it, it
like saps blood straight off your body and it burns like crazy and you feel like dead.
Okay, he's like, is this gonna work? Take one of these.
You tell me, man. You don't know.
We've never.
All right.
He's like, I want to experiment on one. I haven't.
Right. It's a sword, a burlap sack. Is that gonna hold a sword? I guess.
It's big enough.
Sure. All right. Yeah, I'll just wrap it in a burlap sack and we'll. I can't believe I'm doing this, but yeah, I'll do it.
He gives you like so it's like he gives you a big sack of it. He gives you like a sheet of it and like some leather straps. He's like, make it happen.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. I was expecting something a little more, magical, but.
Says well. Says I.
Don't worry about it. Don't strain yourself, old man. You're okay.
If I could go with you.
I don't want you with us. You're gonna drag us down. Sorry, bud. It's not gonna lie. Our halfling doesn't want you there either.
Okay.
It's just.
All right.
Yeah.
Start sharpening my blade. No, we can take him with us.
We can take. Yeah.
Tommy, Dangle's got it out for you just a little bit. So just you're probably safer staying here.
You are bad with secrets, dude.
The little wizard.
You are so bad with secrets.
Really?
Sorry.
I thought he was. Oh.
I don't know. Maybe you didn't see the signs.
Oh gosh. He said he didn't see the signs.
I'm gonna go lock my door now.
I can get in there. I can pick locks.
You're right behind him. You're like in his face. He's like,
I can pick locks.
That's awesome. Cool. So he gives you some stuff.
Burlap and leather. Yeah, great. Yeah. We'll see if that works, and we'll try it out.
And then, so you're all sleeping, getting a good night rest. And Sandy, you hear a little tap 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 tap.
Uh-oh.
Tap tap tap.
on my
Hey.
door,
Yeah.
or I wake up, who is it?
Hmm.
Do I say, who is it? Do I say, come in?
Yeah, you tell me. There's a tap at your door.
Alright. I don't really want to get out of bed right now, so I was like, who is it?
It's me, Tahlia. I need to talk to you. Let me in.
Okay, hold on. Alright, so I go and I open the door.
Do you have pajamas? Does Sandy wear pajamas? What does he wear to sleep?
Oh, man, but good. That's a really good question.
Is it a onesie situation?
It's
Like
a
a jester cap?
Bunny.
Do you have a sleeping, like a little sleeping beanie? Or?
It's a great question. Like
Take a minute. I want to know.
yeah, no, it's good. Like honestly, like I picture him like wearing like just suspenders.
Attached to what?
Oh, his underwear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like some boxer briefs. Like,
Yeah.
some boxer.
But it's like, but I picture him. There's he's wearing suspenders.
Gotta keep your drawers up.
Do you throw on something real quick, or do you just?
No, but I cloned up. I did clone up. Yeah.
Brother's feeling a little confident tonight.
And I went one to you.
On your suspender.
You,
On my
here's the
suspender
thing.
strap.
You've been in the fortress. You still have forgotten to brush your teeth. But he just rubs his teeth. That's awesome.
Barred life.
That's good.
Barred life.
That's right.
You got priorities.
I'm bored.
Yep. Alright. So I open the door. Unlock it overnight.
So she comes in and she's like, I'm sorry.
I'm like, what?
Do you need to-
It's okay. It's okay.
do you need a minute?
Sure. I'm just gonna go get I just put my blanket around me. I tie off a blanket. I'm wearing a blanket.
All right, cool.
Just I'm blanketing.
Little toga style.
I'm blanketing. Yeah.
yeah. But she totally gets the full suspenders on, and you kind of have your thumbs like behind the suspenders, like, hey.
Welcome.
Snap.
Yeah.
Very nervous. Yep.
Yeah.
Sandy's very nervous.
She says, I'm very sorry. She says, Wadsworth and I, we're tired of this. Derrick, how many times are we going to do this? She says, I know you haven't been here long, but she says, you three are the most powerful heroes we've had. She says, we run these missions, we go, we take losses, we find people, we get them back. She's like, yes, we pick off demons here and there, she says, but she says, I'm tired of losing.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
She says, listen, this is important.
Yeah, right, of course. Sorry.
Muscle up.
Sorry, yeah,
She says,
We've been talking
she
about
says, this is a stupid game. We lose people, we pick, we nibble away at these demons. We need to figure out a way to start making a big difference. She's like, Wadsworth and I need some of these weapons. She's like, I know it's terrible. You feel like you're leaving people. She says, don't go up north. She says, go back to this castle that you guys went to. Bring us back something to experiment with. She says, if we can figure out what makes these demon weapons work, she says, can we figure out how to negate them? Can we make weapons of our own? She says, that's going to make a difference. We saved 2 people today. We keep running these hit and run missions. She says, we'll lose those people, in another month or 2. She says, we want to make a real difference. Promise me you'll go get weapons. You'll go back to the place that or was it Catalina, you said you fought?
You know I didn't get bit, right?
Yes.
She knows? Okay.
Yeah.
Sandy's trying to hit on me.
Yeah.
Sure.
You've been tested. He's just saying you've been tested. You know I've been tested.
She says, listen.
No blood diseases here.
No blood diseases.
Nothing I can pass on to another person
She says, listen.
in intercourse or otherwise.
She says, that's great. She says, yes, that's a relief. She says, keep your eye out. I don't know about the other 2.
So wait, what were you saying?
Keep the kid distracted.
She says, promise me.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Okay.
She folds her arms. She says, "Tell me what I just said."
I just like oh my gosh, she's not my wife. I think that
Excuse me.
well, like I'm really glad you came over, and like it was really good. If we find
She gives you a quill.
if we find
Hang on.
something laying
She
around.
hands out a quill.
Okay, I'm right-handed. Yeah.
She gives you a piece of paper.
Okay, I have paper. Yeah, paper.
She says,
Okay.
I,
Put it down. What? I
Sandy,
S-A-N
will bring
bring
Tahlia and Wadsworth
T and W
weapons. Yeah, he did.
weapon
From the demons
from demons
to experiment on.
to experiment on. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, okay.
Take that with you,
I'm
please.
gonna put it in my. I'll set it over here for in the morning. I'll put my clothes on. Okay, yeah, for sure. Thanks for the quill.
Okay, all right.
All right.
She says,
Pin it to his suspenders.
We'll be waiting.
Yeah, like
She leaves.
yeah, cool. All right, and I definitely relock the door.
This night is not going how I expected it. Anyway.
So I am very much like, I wonder why we need the things, like, huh. But I don't think too much harder about it. I'm excited to be back to
Did you say
sleep.
like Sandy wasn't really listening well enough?
No. It's good he wrote it down.
Alright, so we don't know what's happened.
Sandy was like very distracted like the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
Like she was talking about he was just thinking about like
It was similar to the experience that
the
Victor had.
situation. Not sure. Yeah, the situation.
Is
Like,
wah, 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 wah.
right.
And Sandy's just like,
Like probably more than once, she was like, my eyes are up here.
she's not in anything risque. She's,
Yeah, no, right.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, right.
Yeah.
Alright,
Cool.
I don't think too much more about it. I feel like Sandy half-heartedly took her seriously, and I'm now going back to bed.
Okay.
Which
yeah,
is
cool.
more my priority at the moment.
Yeah, perfect. You guys rest. You're all tip-top shape again. And then the next day you are really, wake up in the morning, ready to go. It's go time. What do you guys get together? Tell me.
So do you
Tell
guys
me
have
what
any...
goes down.
I tell you what happened last night. How she wants us, and I show you the letter. And I kind of just like, well,
Sandy, why would you sign your name to this?
I didn't sign it. Wait, I did sign it.
Look,
Well-
what's your name?
Did I spell it right? I did.
You're lucky there's no lawyers down here.
Actually, it's
Alright.
all that's.
You're right.
It's all that's. That's all
but
that's.
lawyers.
This is hell. There's nothing but lawyers. Are you kidding me? Everyone else is only. There's no one else. There's lawyers and politicians. There's nothing. No one else is
Yeah.
here.
You fucked, dude.
Yeah.
So I do, but like I ask your opinion on it. I ask your opinion on it. It's like should we go back for him? Like should we just, or like does it matter? Like I'm not really sure why it was such a big secret. Like I get like she wants us to divert, but like I don't know.
Let me ask you
I
this,
really don't
Sandy.
care.
Let me ask you this. Do you want to impress her?
I would like to impress her.
Alright, well, I mean, I'll support you in that. I'll support you in that, my man.
Well, I guess maybe we should go back and find the weapons. But the thing is, we were already there. There wasn't anything special. I feel like we could just pick off a little army troop on our way there and just bring back those. It'll take way less time. We could do it in one day. We don't have to spend 3 days trekking over there. And then they'll be happy, and then we can just shoot up north.
Did she say they needed to be from the castle?
What did I write down? I don't think she said anything about a castle. I didn't write that down.
It's not. There's a lot of abbreviations.
It's like, who's T and
in
W?
this- Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, Sandy, what do you want to do?
I don't care, man. Whatever you want to do.
Alright.
I'm good with our daily plans. Whatever.
Sandy thinks
I'm ready to use my loot though.
If Sandy really wants to impress her, is this a big focus? For Sandy?
This could be a thing. This could be a new.
It's kind of like, you know, if she asked for a baseball, do you bring her a baseball from?
Right.
Do you go? Do you go to a little league game and bring like the dusty baseball off the lot?
Right.
Or do you go get an autographed baseball from a player?
I'm gonna be honest. Sandy's not that. Sandy wouldn't. Sandy would go to the little league game. No, I just suggested that. Like, but that idea. Like, no, Sandy's thinking like, well, we could just go knock off one of the patrols, and just take their weapons, and just bring those back. Because Sandy's thinking like, Sandy's like, I don't want to get bit. Sandy doesn't want to get bit. It's part of the storyline. Sandy doesn't want to get bit.
Yeah.
So like,
I didn't want to get bit either.
But you're not here. You're not part of this. Eat your bacon and eggs over there.
Yeah.
Sit at this table.
Watching you two mumble over there to each other.
So it's like maybe it's not that we're in the same room yet. Maybe I go and see him earlier. Not that we're ousting you, but just I need to tell him.
No, that's cool.
I'm loyal to him.
Okay. We'll just grab a sword from someone.
I'm thinking if we just wait
in the morning here,
we could just go knock off.
Talk to her
just
again?
real quick.
Do you want to talk to her again?
We don't even need. We can just go knock him off. I don't know. Yeah, sure. I go. All right. I'll go see. I'll go see.
You know, I saw Victor has a fancy new bag. I can probably steal it from him.
Oh, good idea. Grab his potions too.
He goes to chug a potion in combat.
Potions.
He goes to chug a potion and none there.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, like, I'll go back and see her.
So what do you come up to her? What do you say?
And I'm like, sorry about last night. Hopefully
this never happens.
Hopefully I smell good. Oh yeah, right. I'm sorry. Okay. So about last night.
She's like, come on,
It was.
You promised.
The thing is, like, I know that I wrote it down and apparently I signed it, but can you be more specific on like what I need? Are you sure that these weapons aren't in the north? Also, we were already at the little castle thing and we didn't really see a lot of special weapons, or we would have grabbed the scrolls. There was like spears and things and like bludgeoning weapons, but like there's nothing magical. We could bring it back like a vial of the blood that was in the basin. I'm not sure what you need.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So you want like something that's magical.
Anything you can bring back and everything, like sure you can get a weapon off of...
Does it need to be a weapon?
You said these weapons are these black...
Yeah. But could you just use a scroll instead?
No.
Okay, that's too bad.
It's the weapons that are enchanted with this power, is that right? You picked up the scrolls and they sucked the blood out of your hands?
No, I didn't touch anything like that.
But she says, listen...
Drink anything.
This is
that.
the point. Do you keep him dangling with you, or is it just you talking?
It's just me.
Okay. She says, this is the point. She says, the more you get me in Wadsworth, the more items, the more things you get for us to experiment with. She says, the more we can probably figure out. So yeah, if you can get a vial of blood from those basins, she says, Wadsworth can experiment on it, see what it is, what's giving them power. She says, or, anything that you can find around there that seems like they made the weapons with.
Okay.
She says, look for that. She's like, if you have those things, will be so much more important than just the weapons.
Okay. I love it. So, we're gonna probably go to the north, and when I find something there, I'll bring it back for you.
Okay.
It sounds really good. Like,
okay.
Okay. Well, listen. Hey, it was great.
She's already walking away.
I'm out too. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well,
I'm rounding everybody up. We ready to go to the north? We're gonna go see if we can't help these encampments up there, kind of solid up for the winter time, and get their provisioning ready, and try to keep get a little nice safe perimeter around them for a little bit. Any objections? Anything you guys want to?
No, I'm so excited.
You're sure you're okay with the change of? Wow,
and when you see these guys, they have like the same like reddish orange glow in their eyes that the demons have.
Okay.
But they are much more like, they look, your first impression is these are like possessed, like people, like
Oh.
humanoid, like creatures. They don't look
Look at
like
my eyes. Are my eyes red?
Should check for bite marks.
Their flesh is like like skin. It's not like these demon hide where they look
Yeah.
like a more animal kind of nature. These are just guys, and you can see them. They've got they're in this little pack, and they've got this huge wolf dog-like creature. Like you're kind of in a. I'm kind of treating this as like you're in a different world. So it's like a four-legged creature, something like what you would see dogs and wolves, back in the material plane, but something in huge, and it's like this size, like relative to these guys. But it looks like this is what they kind of were using to help track you down. So,
Bad
I
dog.
will.
Bad dog.
What I will do is I'll roll like an initiative for these three guys. I'll roll initiative for different types of guys, so they will be one, and then the wolf will be a different one.
We're all rolling?
Yep. All right.
Oh my gosh, we suck.
What you got?
Alright, I got 6. I guess I'm going second.
Yeah, 8 total for me.
Oh
2.
yeah, crap.
Oh yeah.
I
Wait,
forgot my
did
initiative.
anybody-
I'm 9.
Okay, so you beat. Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. The wolf is going first, and then you, and then them, and then I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as that's cool. Alrighty. So yeah, the wolf is like on the scent, and then it looks up and it kind of starts. It doesn't have like a bark. It has like a much deeper register, like a bear growl kind of like thing. But it looks up and it starts kind of snarling in like this deep, like half roar, half bark. Like it's a lot more guttural, and it sees you're kind of the closest, and it just bolts, like just starts charging at you. And so it gets up on you, and it's got 2 different attacks here. First, it tries to bite you for 23.
Is he within 5 foot of me?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's got disadvantage, right? You're a protector
Yeah.
thing? Yeah, cool.
Disadvantage.
So 16.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Okay.
Sweet.
So it tries to nip at you, and
I'm like,
so
nope.
I picture, I love this. I love this imagery of like the shield comes down and just clangs, like the fangs just clang off of the metal.
Yeah.
And then it kind of puts itself together real quick, and it tries to claw at you. And so it only gets a 14. So again, it kind of comes back at you, and another shield drops down just kind of in a perfect place, protects that paw swipe.
Nice. Alright,
And
you done?
yeah,
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna just loot it up. I'm shooting at the dog,
nice.
the bear.
You got your scope on there?
Yeah,
and-
I'm like,
okay.
my finger's pointing at it. Shuttle.
Got it. Yeah. Nice.
Alright, so plus 7, so is that 22?
Yep.
Yes, yeah, very good.
22 hits?
Yes.
Alright. So I'm gonna do so like it looks like if I remember this right, like it's like piercing damage and I have thunder damage, right?
I'm gonna say. Do you mind this? I feel like this would be easier.
Mm-hmm.
Roll it all up as though it's like magical thunder damage. Is that cool?
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
it's essentially 2d8 plus what?
4.
Right? Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Sweet.
Well, this says 1d8. No,
Plus.
there's a plus.
Plus,
You're right.
1d8 plus.
So
it's
I know
2d8
we
plus
first came up with that. We did that, but if it's okay with you, I think it's cool to just like let's say it's part of the magical component of this
Yeah.
thing, and it just makes all the damage.
Cool.
Thunder.
So 6, so 10.
Cool. Nice.
Look at that. I'm 100% today, fellas.
Bet 1,000.
Batting 1,000.
Yeah.
You better believe it.
Cool. So these guys come up. They are just kitted out with, you see they've got like axes and swords and things. Not the black weapons like the demons have, but they've got just tons of blades, like daggers strapped to boots and things all over their chests and their sides, their arms and things. and they have, let's see, they have like throwing axes and daggers, so they kind of are able to come halfway.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
For my pump action dude, it says +1 focus and +1 light crossbow.
Yep.
Is there anything I need to consider in my calculations of rolling?
The +1 crossbow is already factored into that +7.
Yep.
And then the +1 focus is when should already have this factored into your spells too. It helps your spells a little better. The +1 focus kind of makes your spell DC and your attack bonus on your spells a little better.
Perfect.
Yep.
Love it.
One thing that you might not have done is when you heal, there's another +1 in there. So you would add you'd roll, like let's say you do cure wounds before you roll a d8, and you would add your 4 from your charisma.
Okay.
I would say then add 1 from your focus.
Okay.
So I'm adding 5. I don't know if that's completely legit, but I feel like that's the spirit of the law.
Yeah.
Like with that thing, it's making your spells better. So
Makes
you're
sense.
using the magical you're channeling some magic from the loot to make your heals a little better.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Love it. Okay, cool.
Cool. So they get there. They're not close enough to use their like axes and things, but they will throw these daggers and throwing axes, and I think 2 of them are going to throw at you, and 1 of them will throw it. Is it melee attacks that you protect, or ranged? Also, is it anything? Do you want to check it? Do you want me to check it real quick?
Yeah, if you could check real quick. I think it's melee.
Is that a feat that you took, or is it a paladin fighting style?
It's a fighting style, protection fighting style. I hope it's not just against range. I don't think it is. I think it's against melee.
No, I would be pretty sure that it's melee. I just don't know if it's... Flip. It just says an attack, so I'd say for either one. So cool.
Sweet.
Alright, so 1 disadvantaged one is coming, and no. Nothing. But then 2 normal ones, right?
Yes. It's 23.
And whiff. They just... They're kind of like in a frenzy, just running at you. So these blades just kind of whip past you, and they're just not very accurate.
Okay.
But they just want to get in close.
Go ahead.
Cool. But yeah, definitely going to use the sneak attack against the wolf there.
Carve it up. Very nice.
Yeah.
Hit. Let's get the other one. No, that one won't. But cool. All right. 8, 9, 10, 22 points of damage.
Nice. You kill it.
Dang.
Just dagger to the side of the neck, and you bring it down. You don't decapitate it, but you just like sink it in and just cut around like open it up halfway on the side of its neck, and just you throw it to the side.
Got it.
Yep.
I pointed at those guys. I was waiting for you.
And
all right. Well, I'm gonna move up on these.
you can get up to them. They're just 1 move away.
Okay. I will move up to them.
Nice.
And I'm gonna attack the guy right there in the middle.
Cool.
So green flame blade. I don't think I'm gonna use anything else right now. But my fire will leap to a different target of my choice that's within 5 feet of it, so any of those 2, but I'll
Nice. Yeah, we'll figure it
out. That's a 22?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's a 25.
Yep, plenty.
That's my first attack. Where's my D8? +5. 4, it's 9. Okay, yeah, 9 damage to this guy, and then what is the?
Is it another die roll of just a die roll without? I'm not sure. You tell me.
I think it's where is it? It doesn't say. Hit target suffers normal 5 screen flame, leaps. Second creature takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier. That's
So your charisma. Right?
Yeah.
Cool.
My spellcasting. Modifier. Oh wait,
Just-
is that my attack bonus
It's
or
just your charisma.
my charisma is
Yep.
+2?
Okay.
My spell attack bonus is +5 though.
Right. That would be like when spells like
Oh.
target,
Okay.
but like when you heal, it's weird when they say the spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
I mean, just like for healing, you don't get the.
Yeah, I was gonna
plus,
say because
like-
I'm 4 and 8. So
Okay.
Right. It's the 4, not the
Oh,
Yep.
but I'm past 5th level at this point, aren't I? I'm after
Yeah,
5th
yes,
level, so
yes,
I got
yes.
so 2 plus another D8.
Wait, 5th
Does that
level
bump
spell?
up the main attack too?
You don't have 5th level spells.
It doesn't bump up my main attack.
Oh, it just your main attack and then you do the thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
that's
is the damage to the other guy. At 5th
Cool.
level, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8 fire damage to the target. Oh,
Yeah.
and the fire damage to the second target increases to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability.
Nice. So roll. Do me
Damn.
this. Roll the D8 first on the first guy.
Okay.
wait, you're using a 5th level spell?
No.
Cantrips get a little better as you level up, and when you get to 5th level, they get some of them do.
Well, my
Some of them.
spellcasting isn't 5th level, but I'm past
You are.
level 5.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry. No. You're fine. Yes,
I'm-
at character level.
Since I'm after level
Yeah,
5, yeah.
That makes sense.
So a D8 against the main guy. So
Yeah,
9
roll the
plus
first guy.
5.
Nice,
So that's
cool.
14 damage to that guy.
Nice.
Then 8 plus 2, 10 damage to this
Cool.
guy.
This guy you kill,
Okay.
and the second guy you bloody, but he doesn't look as phased from like fire. He kind of
Okay.
like laughs
Got it.
it off a little bit, even though he is bloodied.
Okay. And then I get a second attack.
Nice.
I don't think I can do this again. No, because it's one of my actions. Wait.
Yeah.
So I can use
Yeah,
Great
yeah,
Flame
yeah.
Blade twice?
Because here's what I want to say: if that is your action and it takes up, you get
An
2
attack.
attacks as
Yeah.
your. I feel like that's intended to be because if that replaces 2 of your normal attacks,
Yeah.
it's not as powerful
Right.
as a normal attack. So
Okay.
like, why would you take that cantrip unless you can use it on each of your melee?
Right,
It
right.
just doesn't make sense to me. I don't feel like it's overpowered to do that,
Okay.
and it seems to be that's what it's intended. It's intended to beef up an attack,
Right.
so use it for both of them.
Is this guy within 5 feet of him? Though?
Yeah,
I feel
they're all like
they're
right
all
around
kind
you.
of-
Yeah, they're
okay.
right around you. Yeah.
Alright,
So
sounds good.
which one are you attacking?
I'm attacking the guy that I had just hit with flame.
Cool.
So he's got 10 damage on him already. Let's see if I can hit him again. Yeah, that's another 25.
Nice.
So, 1d8 plus 5. That's 7 plus another 6 damage. So that's
Cool.
13 damage to him.
Yeah, you just crack him. You have a mace, right?
I have a long sword. Or, no,
Or that magic isn't that the? I think I gave you a mace. That +2 mace, right?
Sword's Conviction.
Yeah.
It might be a mace,
Yeah. Cool. You just cave his
Just
helmet in.
cave
yeah.
it in.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the flame leaps to this
Yep.
other guy, and he takes 3 damage. Fire.
1 plus 2 or 3 plus 2?
1d8 plus 2 damage, and
Okay,
I got
cool.
a 1, so that's 3 damage.
Okie doke. He doesn't take all of that, but he is burned.
Okay.
Sweet. So it's back to my turn.
Yes.
Oh, that's exciting.
I did a good job. I'm spending my turn. I'm going over to the beast, and I am taking my dagger and I'm cutting off some of the hair, and I'm collecting it.
Nice.
There's still a guy to fight. What are you doing?
And then my bonus action is I'm prying out one of his teeth, and I'm
Cool.
collecting it.
So
So I took some hair.
Did you just
and I
like
took
ignore
a
me?
teeth.
You
So,
look up at me and just keep on doing it?
I
Yeah.
think like a survival.
For
check, If
sure.
you want to make, I'll tell you what.
Sure.
Do you want to make either melee attacks or survival checks as you kind of? Let's say survival checks.
I think survival's-
you're gathering the resources off of this thing.
Yeah.
So
I think survival's a good
Make
one for
me
me.
a survival and tell me which one first.
The first one for sure was the hair.
The hair. Okay, cool. Do that
Yep,
one
so
first.
I'm doing the hair. So like just so I'm clear,
Yeah.
survival is wisdom.
Yep.
So it's +1 for my wisdom, plus I'm getting my proficiency, so I'm +4. Is that true?
Yes. Yes.
So my proficiency bonus is 3, and
Yep.
I am proficient.
Yep.
So I'm
Awesome.
+4 to
Plus
this.
4 to that. Yep.
I'll
21.
do it, probably.
Nice.
21.
Yeah, you get like an awesome
Prime
sample
cut.
for this.
We should
Yeah.
eat
Yeah,
that.
Yep.
Dagger. Like I just took the hair, but
Throw the hair in the stew. Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know. So anyway, I did that. So
Cool.
the
And
next
then
one's
nice.
I wanna get
fang or
a,
something.
a big
Sweet. Hit it.
too. So I'm at 20.
Nice. Again,
Yeah.
prime.
Cool.
Prime.
So
You
this
get
is me trying to collect
You get the
magical
two
items.
biggest
for,
fangs. You get the
Bonus
two
tooth.
main like incisor fangs.
Sweet.
Yep. Cool.
No, that's great. So like, so I move up, you know,
Mhm.
and then like, after my turn's done, I have a move, right? I can move.
Yes. Yep.
So I'm moving up here.
Cool.
Is that all right?
Perfect. Yep. Wonderful. I think
I
it
get
was.
attacked.
I think it was the wolf.
Back to you.
No, but I think
No,
it was the wolf that was quickest.
Went before me.
It went before you, and now it is. Oh
So
yeah, that's right. They
It
were
was
the
my
okay.
turn,
Yeah.
and
Cool.
so now it's your guys'.
Alrighty. 18.
No.
No. Yep. Okay. Clang. But he's just
You
trying to
son of a
tear
bitch!
you.
Why'd you shoot him?
And
Got
now.
things to do, bro.
Yes. Yeah. Now either one of you guys can.
Go ahead.
Might as well. Yeah, I'll just run up behind him. I'll yell at Dangle, being like, "You couldn't have done that later." And I will miss with that.
Yeah.
13.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, alright. Was expecting that, but sure.
That'll
He's
probably
dead.
kill him. There's like two
He's
sixes there. I think you probably got him.
Yes. Yeah. Is this like a rib? Like find right between the ribs, and then I imagine you're behind him. You get around like the
Yeah.
front of the neck, and you get in a rib, and you just follow the line of the space of that rib. You follow it back. Is that
I like
is that
that.
sufficient?
I like
Can
that.
opener.
It kind of goes up since I'm stabbing up, but you know, yeah.
Yeah. It's like one of
He
these.
jumped.
Yeah.
Jumped.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not his neck. It's the waist. You got to hold the belt, but you still get the belt, and then get one, and then you just between the two of them, just
Yeah.
turn the corner on it. Yeah. Nice.
All
And
right.
he just collapses. He's disemboweled, and he just falls over.
And like I'm sarcastically encouraging, like, wow, you know, hey, great job, you guys. Like, way
That's
to-
a
way to
You've got
handle
a
it.
warning on you, man.
Yeah, way
You've
to
got a
handle it.
warning.
Good
Way to
game,
handle it.
easy.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Nice.
That's going on your record.
And I'm like,
Awesome.
just like, I'm like,
Boing, boing.
yeah.
Cool. That's day 2. Yeah.
All right.
Cool. So.
Can we loot them? See if there's anything good on them.
Yeah, they don't have. Okay, go for it. Yeah.
Crit fail.
Okay, yeah.
I am.
Boy.
I'm gonna try and take something, just like an ornament of some kind, or maybe a little
You wanna see if
dagger. Could I
their
take a little
sword
dagger?
Bites
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
See
Just
if it
one of the-
steals some of your.
You can just
intellect.
take a dagger.
Can I pick up one? The things that they threw
Yeah,
at
you
us
can
that
take.
missed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So I'm,
yeah. When you pick one up, it doesn't
Didn't
bleed your
disintegrate.
hand. It doesn't bleed your hand or anything like
good.
that.
I cautiously.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. So I have like my backpack. You know, I've got my little backpack thing. You know, I'm putting stuff in it
Cool.
You're making noise. Why are you jingling?
You just
for my
gotta
lady.
give her a backpack full of garbage.
Yeah. It's a,
Dude, it's what
There's
she wanted.
also some dirt I found.
he just comes back. He's like.
I'm gonna tell her
he's
it's
like-
magical dirt.
He comes back and he's
She's
like,
not gonna know.
"Oh shit, Wadsworth, she'll know. Like, we'll find out."
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she.
But it's like he comes back and he's like, "I found a little something for you," and he just turns over and like shakes out this dirt and a bloody tooth and hair and the lint just falls out. And he's like,
You're welcome.
yeah.
You can expect more from that.
There's
Sandy-
more-
Sandy-
there's
Sandy-
more-
Sandy's not as smooth.
There's
Sandy's
more
not
where
quite-
that came from, milady.
Sandy's not quite that smooth though. He's
I was
not,
gonna
he's
say
not there.
that's not him at all.
That's at least third level smoothness.
Yeah,
He's not
at one.
there yet.
Is he a cantrip level smoothness?
He's still
That's
he still has to get over being nervous around the idea of being around a lady.
It's awesome.
Right.
It's awesome. I love it. I love it.
He's not
Cool.
proficient.
Okay, so you've cleared these guys. Is there anything you want to do? You just got to get through day 3.
No, let's just try to get through.
Nice.
So got our survival plus. I'm not going to use anything on this roll either. Actually, just
Cool.
kinda,
So
I'm
there's.
saving up my extra things.
I'll do this to
for
kind of help
what
me
we
keep
might
track.
be.
There's 3. Okay. Cool. All right. He might not have a ton of trained skills.
Are we getting ready to roll for the next group?
Yeah, to see if there's 3 hunting parties on you, you're deeper into their territory.
It's perfect.
Yep.
So Sandy is asking the DM.
Sure.
Okay.
God,
Dear DM.
dear
How can I
God, are you there?
how can I roll with disadvantage for
What's
the
that?
hunting parties?
How can you roll with disadvantage?
Sandy's asking you.
So the last time it just is because you're exhausted.
Perfect, but how can I do it right now in this scenario? Sandy's requesting it.
Oh!
You
if
want to roll
Sandy
with
wants to
disadvantage?
make a half-assed effort. Yeah.
Son of
Listen, Sandy can choose to fail the roll if he wants to.
Cool. Sandy chooses to fail the roll.
I love Sandy.
Well, listen, we dispose of them so easily, and I gotta collect this stuff from my lady.
Okay.
Stuff they have is garbage.
You don't know.
No, we don't know
Daniel
that.
doesn't know.
That was a magical tooth I pulled out of that thing.
Mr. Dangle doesn't know.
Yeah, sorry. By all means, have this conversation, but Daniel doesn't really know.
Wait, Dale doesn't know what?
He
Well, I
doesn't know
mean,
that
you
choose
could
to
say,
fail the
"Hey,
roll.
I'm gonna make noise," or like
You
make
could
noise.
if you want to, but if you're just covertly just like, oh, whoops, like crack,
Yeah,
you
cool,
know.
cool. But I do have dialogue.
Or are
with
you
him.
just playing your
But
lute?
I do. Well, I do have dialogue with him though about like how happy and proud of myself I am of what I've collected so far for my lady.
Nice.
So he knows at least that.
Is Dangle gonna give Sandy like gentleman training, like gentleman's training, or like kind of?
That's the plan. He
talk
needs
to
it.
him? Yeah, talk to him like.
Can you little
Try to
girl
help
stop
him.
chatting over there? We've got places to go.
Yeah, I feel like I feel strong.
Do you have a skill you want to use? You want to save it? Do just your wisdom roll or?
I'll just do wisdom.
Okay, cool.
To help
I
my boy
need
Sandy.
two. I need two
Yeah.
15s.
Well, I didn't know, so I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that he's throwing it here.
Yeah.
I didn't succeed.
I failed. Yeah, I
Yeah,
succeeded.
you
as well.
get-
I
Cool.
failed.
What'd you get?
Oh wait, I only rolled once.
Yeah.
4. I got
Yeah.
4. So
Okay.
So I will. Is there a way though that I can roll with disadvantage without choosing to fail it?
If you want
oh,
to.
so
What do
like
mean?
you could suck at being noisy, is what you're thinking?
Yeah. I guess I just choose to fail it.
The fail, yeah,
I'm gonna just
because
fail
here's
it.
the point of rolling with disadvantage is to try and fail.
Right.
You can choose to fail this if you
Right.
want. Yeah.
I'll
yeah.
choose,
Okay.
I choose to fail this.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It works.
Alright, so that's one.
Yeah.
That's one hunting party.
I choose my
Stop!
lady.
Stop! Splash! Splash! Plang! Hey guys, I've been working on this one.
It's a power cord.
Power cord. Yeah, Sandy just figured out the power cord on his lute. Sounds really weird.
Figured it out up at the top of the waterfall.
No, so is it? Are you really being that obvious? Or are you just like accidentally?
Correct.
Like just okay,
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. So,
I don't want to piss
Okay.
off the boss.
so it's
man.
not that you really know, but
Yeah.
But so second one,
Oh, sorry guys. I don't know.
try to be true to your character.
It's fine,
is
man.
Victor
Don't worry
trying?
about it.
Do you
Don't
want
worry
to
about
use
it.
a skill? Do you want to try to?
No, don't worry about it, man. It's alright. Let me see if there's anything I can do to help you be a little quieter. There's really nothing I can do. I'm
I
sorry,
know.
man. But just,
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
right? Alright, cool.
Yep.
You two are being plenty quiet for me, like for the three of us.
Yeah, we'll try.
It
We're
doesn't really-
trying.
It
We're
doesn't work that
trying.
way, Sandy.
We're trying really hard.
You guys are being plenty quiet enough for.
Just,
Yeah.
just watch your steps.
That's right.
Just keep the power
Any
cords down.
skills? You just do straight rolls or skills? You just tell me before you roll. Tell me what you. How
I'm
you
starting to
use your
get
skill.
the feeling that like I've got to step up my game here because
Yeah.
we've already attracted one group and I'm trying to
Mm-hmm.
keep us quiet. So I'm going to use persuasion. Try to make animal sounds that are persuasive
Yep.
in the way that they would think that it was if something was crashing or making lute noises. It's actually like a bird that's
Yep.
making lute noises.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. But
Or maybe
brain-
are you persuading? Maybe are you trying to like leave tracks in a specific way that leads them up, persuade them to follow
Even
this
that,
direction,
even that,
something like
yeah.
that? You're trying to
But-
get inside their head.
Yeah,
I
give
like
them
that.
a
Yeah.
red herring of sorts.
Yes, exactly. Cool. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Choose
throw
to fail this
acrobatics
roll. two people choose to fail and he burns the skill. And you're like,
No, I'm gonna use acrobatics.
Cool.
Let
Yep.
me try that again.
Okay.
Nice.
Ready
Light
for
on your
feel.
feet. Yeah,
Ready
yeah,
for
light
our
on your
rolls,
feet.
gentlemen?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Here I go.
Seven.
I
Oh.
succeed.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, we
Cool,
both
nice.
succeed.
Oh man, thank goodness you guys.
Good
Dude,
job,
you
you
gotta
guys.
really just.
Well, no, you got. We're fine. We're good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know we're good, but you're just kind of a little.
Everybody just prepared for battle.
We're trying to help.
You feeling tired or what's going on?
No, I feel rejuvenated actually.
I feel good. I
Feel
feel
really
good.
good.
You feel good?
Just
Do you see how well I actually rolled on my
Yeah.
survival challenge against
Yeah,
that
that's-
beast back there? Actually,
I'm on point.
I'm really hot
I'm
with
on-
the dice right
I'm
now.
on point today.
Feeling good.
He said, and he says, you don't know why he says he's hot with the dice. You guys are out. You guys are out in the wilderness.
keep the good spirit,
He
man.
says,
Keep the good spirit. Just try to keep it down a little bit.
Sandy's like off
Doesn't-
his rocker.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it's like, dice hasn't been invented. Yeah. Daniel says, but the dice haven't been invented yet. How do you? It's like, oh, this game's just it's catching fire.
Meta.
It's getting
The meta
real.
is
It's getting
real.
real meta in here.
All right.
All right.
So,
So
just
yeah, you know, you're right.
You know,
You
yeah,
know.
you got it. Well, you know.
You know.
Can I intimidate him to be quiet?
But I'm not being overly loud. I'm not being overly loud.
I guess.
I'm just
Let
not-
me do this. Are you?
I'm half-heartedly.
You're saying Dangle wants to know if these doing
I mean,
this on purpose.
he does owe you a life debt, and maybe you can leverage that.
If you
Yeah, if
you're
you want to
one-
cash out on that right now on this roll, Sandy supports it.
So hang on, do this for me. Roll a deception versus an insight, or do you have insight or perception or something?
I don't.
Okay.
Wisdom. Yeah, I'm -1 on that anyway.
Do you have anything you feel you use to try and figure this out? You're trying to.
No, not really. No, we just call it wisdom or
Okay.
insight.
Insight. Oh yeah, it's an
Insight.
intelligence one. So cool, sweet.
And it's
So-
wisdom, which I'm actually minus on. But whatever.
Is it insight? I think insight's. Oh,
Right, it is
it
wisdom.
is. Wait a second. Sorry. There's one that I think you should. Yeah. Okay. Investigation is intelligence. So
Let's
All
roll.
right, let's do that.
I'm +7.
deception.
Oh, you did get me.
Does know. He does know. So
+7.
you just as you start to get like this inkling of like I don't feel like he's trying, like he's not so bad, but then as you kind
You
of
definitely would have
study,
missed a lot of those
I'm-
sticks that
you
stepped
see
on.
that you see him like a few times. You keep an eye out, and you see
Not
him.
being my strategic self.
You see him
Yeah,
like
what's-
you
what's
see him
going on?
purposely stepping, out of the way to crunch something, or purposely like brushing up against things sometimes, and you kind of feel like, yeah, you figured out he's.
Andy, what's happening, man?
Can I tell him?
If you want to.
Well, we just did. I'm trying to. Because of the. Alright, listen. We went to the north. I was supposed to go to, like, the west or somewhere, wherever we came from before. And it's like, but I'm trying to impress my lady. And we cleaned up on those guys so easily last time. I just figured, why not get some more teeth?
Well, yeah. Listen, I mean, they're the peons. They're not gonna have the good stuff. We get to the end where the boss is. The boss is.
The boss is. We roll some dice against the boss.
Once we get to our destination, where the harder characters to fight are.
Damn it, Sandy! Save your spell slots for the final boss. No, that's awesome. Yeah.
Once we find their leaders,
Alright.
There you go. There you go.
Alright,
Yeah.
Dangle. You're right, Dangle.
they're
I'll
gonna have
follow
the
you.
good loot.
Okay.
So
Alright, Alright, Dangle. I'll roll.
let's make sure we can.
I'll
we
try
can
and be
beat
so
them.
stealthy, I mean. Okay, deal. You caught me.
You guys ready to keep going, or
I'm ready.
We're good.
okay? You
We're
good?
good now.
We're good.
Nice. You're getting close. You're closing in on.
Yeah.
Actually, where you're kind of headed is up to like from those maps when you were looking over the maps with
Yeah.
Wadsworth. Is a little like a small outpost that seems to be like in a trading route constellation
Uh-huh.
that was marked with like a prisoner.
Oh.
Like a prisoner camp, some kind
Okay.
of place where they might be en route. If people are caught, maybe they'd be en route. So it seemed like a good place to start. And then, there's a few points of interest where last known people they might be, but it seemed like this was like the best place to start. So this is where they sent you off to.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yep. All right, so
You're almost there.
We got one more roll.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, right.
I want that.
It's like the best friggin' skill ever. Okay. So I'm adding. What did I use? I'm adding intimidation on this
You
one.
just take his. Cindy reaches into your pocket and takes your cantrip.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Hey, can I have my green flame back?
It does say melee weapon.
Oh, were you hoping for?
I have 2 Arcanine slots.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
I have Counterspell and Misty Step.
Oh, so you were looking for a way to boost up your attacks?
Oh.
Yeah, it's gotta be
I didn't
melee.
know if I could, since it's a cantrip.
It says
I don't know if I
green
could
flame
cast
blade.
it.
Blade is.
Arrow. Could mean arrow.
Next
blade on it
time
now.
we're in like downtime, if you're wanting to talk to Wadsworth like about your
Just
arcane abilities,
I
your
wanted to
magical
see.
abilities,
Yeah. Since I have a hint of, you know what I mean?
you're a little bit of. I think the bard kind of leans towards like what they have like divine spellcasters and arcane. So the arcane is like strictly wizards.
Mhm.
The divine ones are a little bit more like nature, druids, clerics, healing, magic stuff. I think the bard is some amalgamation of everything.
Sounds right.
But he does have a mix of like that. So I think Wadsworth kind of sidles up because they're
Rightfully
strictly
so.
arcane casters.
Rightfully so. Yeah.
But it's not that he couldn't. You
Yeah.
certainly could talk with Wadsworth sometime.
When you were denying the ring, I almost cut in to be like, hey, I'll take it.
it.
I was really close.
So can I tell you, I'm really disappointed in myself. I hadn't thought of that until you were like, oh, the little man.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
really funny. I hadn't thought about that until I was like, yeah, of course. Here's the old wizard handing you a ring. Yeah.
Thanks, Gandalf.
Also, you have to throw it into the volcano or destroy
Yeah,
the
let
ring.
me guess.
Yeah, let me guess. Yeah. I've read this story before, okay? I'm not going on your quest. Yeah, that's awesome.
Alright, so we're rolling for the next
Yeah,
party.
last one.
I'll roll. I'm rolling. I'll roll.
I didn't
Are you
do it.
really trying?
Yeah, I'm rolling with sleight of hand.
Oh wait, I gotta roll
Wait,
twice.
what?
Yep.
Fail. I
Aw.
failed.
I got mine.
Dude. Okay.
I guess I got mine.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
I didn't want advantage on it. So I was like,
Dude, good job on that. Dude,
Sleight of
just
hand
well
on it.
done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Nice.
I'm
We
proud
didn't
of you.
I wanted. Yeah, I used sleight of hand. I was hoping Ronnie would tell me I had to be disadvantaged.
Oh, yeah. It's like, it's just nothing. Yeah.
I'm just trying to be a good leader. And
Wait, is it
encourage
just a
my
straight
team.
roll then?
Yeah.
Oh, then I didn't make it. That was 13.
Oh, okay. Cool. Wonderful. So two of the.
3.
2 of
yeah.
3.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, I thought you did so well, but then you didn't.
13.
I was trying. I was trying.
Really close.
I was trying,
Yeah.
Coach.
I was so close.
I did my best.
So close.
Yeah, it
Okay.
seems like you're not trying very hard is all.
13 though.
Do you guys? I'll tell you what. I'll feel like. I'm gonna set it up as such. You guys can come in anywhere you want in this one square. I'll tell you what. You put these pieces of terrain anywhere you want in there. Those 3, and then I'll set up the rest of the board. You can kind of set up like where you kind of come in, and then I'll set up the